I was going like, hey y'all. So we're back for another Tima Thursday. And I'm gonna wait for some people to come rolling in because we got a couple of things to talk about. We just kind of taking it easy today. I know a few of my folk gonna show up, okay? Uh so it has been, well, actually I did do last week's Tima Thursday, but y'all could tell I was just kind of like, yeah, that's it. I think it only lasted for a couple of minutes, well, maybe 10 minutes or less, a little less than 10 minutes, right? But we'll see how it goes today. I see. Okay, I see we got somebody. Hey, hey, person, lurking. Sometimes it takes a while. Hey, okay. Hot sauce. Okay, say, where you going dressed like this? Don't make me hurt, bro. Those are my curves. Listen, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Is this Mellow? Um, Better said, what's poppin'? What's up? What's up, Better? Let me know. Hot sauce. Let me know what your name on other platforms are if you follow me on any other platforms. Let me know. Um, See, I knew some of my folks was gonna show up. Thank y'all for showing up early because that little like what maybe 5 minutes where wait what wait a minute, hot sauce, what it, oh what, oh, I'm talking about Instagram. Do you follow me on Instagram? Because I was trying to figure out if you was this other person that be saying those curves are mine and stuff like that, or maybe, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe if y'all both show up, y'all gonna get into it. I don't know. Nah, seriously though, I'm thankful to Hot Sauce and Better for showing up early because that 5 minutes of like talking until somebody finally decides to speak back, Lord. So thank y'all for actually saying something. It sounds like you like the dress, Hot Sauce. I'm glad you do. Um, let's see. Better said, what we discussing tonight? Listen, we gonna have to get into, a little bit of Sha'Carri, a little bit of our sports girls is making it happen, right? Not necessarily in the way we mind. A little bit of Clarissa, we gonna have to dig into this a little bit. Hot Sauce said, nah, I don't do IG. Okay, got you. Well, I'm so glad you decided to follow me on here. I appreciate you. Um, Wait a minute. YouTube said they holding somebody comment for review. Oh Lord, that's why they holding this comment for review. What is up with these people? it wasn't terrible, but it wasn't good either. Um oh, Ghost said good God. You are gorgeous. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I really do. Even though, yeah, I don't want to be one of them people that be like something could be a gift or a curse or whatever. But low key, I feel like because listen, I could dress down or whatever like that. I'm not that person. Like I do like to like put a little effort into my look and all that. But sometimes I be feeling like, yo, can y'all like look past what I look like and listen to what I gotta say, you know? Um, but I always appreciate the compliments I do. Let's see, let's see. Go say, hey, listen, you're glowing, you're beautiful. Thank you. Especially about the glow. That's that summer color. Let's see. Arab, I hope I'm saying that right. He said beauty, body. What? Let's see, let's see. Hot sauce say keep the thirst to a minimum. Let me cook. Let me cook. I'm chefing it up. Let's see. Better say you from New York? Yes, I'm from the Bronx to be exact. Legend said, wow. Wait a minute, how he say these two things? Okay. Either way, let's get into our sports ladies. You know, and I'm gonna preface this by saying I really like Sha'Carri Richardson. If you've been watching my broadcast for a while, y'all know I always say positive things about her. But I don't have y'all been keeping up with the news about her? Oh, that's what's up. Okay, okay. So should I say I'm not gonna say exactly where I'm from, but I'm from by Fordham. I'm between the I'm from between the B and the D train. So like it's like the B and the D and the four, like in between there. Okay. By Fordham, not exactly Fordham. I think you could figure it out. Cause I feel like there's two train stops you could figure out. Um, let's see. Johnny said, "OMG, you're gorgeous. Thank you." How I say? Oh, Marilyn said, "Hey, do you remember me?" No, you're a weirdo, and I don't know anyone with this name. Let's see. One insane dude. When I saw your stream, I immediately. Oh my God! What? Wait a minute, yo! What have I stepped into? What has my YouTube audience become? Well, I guess everybody on YouTube could watch any broadcast. Yeah, I don't know what's up with Maryland. Um, let's see. Johnny said, "Oh, okay, you're gorgeous and stacked." Well, thank you. Um, let's see. Better say. Let's see. Zaven said, OMG, you're gorgeous. Thank you. Hey, talk about it. You know, if I'm in the building, BX in the building. Um, Ronnie said, you look very nice and you look classy. Thank you. Um, let's see. Better say, you buy the concourse. I know the vibe. Let's see. No, I don't, Barley. That platform just has a terrible reputation. It really doesn't matter. You know, something I've learned, and I actually talked about this when I was on Instagram Live. No, I think I talked about it when I was on Facebook Live, actually. But, and yo, Facebook, I know people sleep on Facebook, but Facebook, I don't, yo, first of all, they got the creators over there because they giving out a bag. They giving out a bag. If you a creator, you might want to log back into your old Facebook accounts. But, I was saying, like, throughout my time being a creator, one thing I've learned is it's not what you do, it's how you do it. And it really does not matter what type of content you're putting on that particular platform you asked about. People are just going to assume whatever they want to assume because of uh the negative connotation of that platform. So yeah, no. Let's see. Johnny said, OMG, what a beautiful vibe. Thank you. Let me see. Hold on, y'all. Listen, I don't like to do this to folk. Should I do that or should I do this? Nah, let me do this. Okay. Marilyn said, try to make me look like a. I don't even know nobody named Marilyn. You weird. Please stop it. You're a whole weirdo. Like, let's see. Hot soy. I'm not even gonna block you because you weird. Like, what? Okay, so Hot Sauce say you might have to cancel the show tonight. The weirdos in too deep. For real, for real. For real, for real. Like, first we got people saying all types of weird stuff. YouTube got to block their comment, all this extra. We got Maryland. I never had this happen. Weird. Um Tebow said, "Oi, little late." Oh, am I? Nah. I said 10 o'clock. I was here at 10:03. I clocked in at 10:03. Uh, it is later than I usually go on though, so I'll give you that. Uh, let's see. Dearest said, beautiful team, a very classy look as always. Thank you. Hey, what's up, Melanin? Okay. What, your name on here? Okay, I gotta remember that it's you. Okay, so let's get into it. Did y'all see? Okay, so as some of y'all may know, Sha'Carri Richardson, Olympic sprinter, amazing runner, fastest woman in the world. Uh, she got arrested for DV on her boyfriend at an airport. Now, when I saw the body cam footage, crazy, right? And what was even like, you know what? When I saw the footage of her and him, I didn't think that part was crazy. It was what she said during the body cam thing that seemed kind of wild. That part kind of looked like a couple arguing. I'm not saying what she did was right, but people was acting, honestly, before I saw that footage, people was acting like she was punching him in the face. Like that, this is how people, how people were acting. I'm not saying they shouldn't be acting like that because no one should be putting their hands on nobody. But it just sounded a lot more extreme than what I saw. Um, and it wasn't right what she did, but it was what she said during the body cam footage that was just a little shocking to me. I do feel bad for her. If the case is that she is in a DV relationship, I feel bad for her. And I hope this serves as a wake up call, whether they're doing that to one another or whether one party is more the aggressor than the other. They got too much going on to even, both of them have too much going on to even involve themselves in that at this point in their life, you know? Like, you just, I mean, that's such a waste of their time, their youth, and their greatness. Um, but yo, she basically was saying she wanted him to get locked up too, which was like wild. It was a little, It was a little wild, like, and maybe she said that because she was angry at the time. But it definitely did not put her in a good light. Like that whole thing did not put her in a good light. I don't know why these like the body cam footage was ever released. I feel like a lot of when they play these games, these police departments and stuff, when they play these games, I feel like it's a shame thing. It's the same thing that happened during the Diddy trial. It's a shame thing because why did we need to see that? What difference was it gonna make? Like, um, oh, okay, got you. That's why it's T-Bull. Got you, got you. Because I was like, huh? Okay, now I understand. Um, Melanin said, I don't want no woman I can't outrun. He definitely can't outrun her. Imagine if they was not in the airport and he took off. That would have been wild. Wait, let's see. Okay. Weston said, I really like your fit and you are beautiful and gorgeous and cute and stunning and amazing and cool. Well, thank you. Uh appreciate that. I do. Okay. Brooklyn said, you are gorge. Thank you. Thank you. But if anybody was here earlier when I talked about the seeing pass, do you see what I mean? Melanin said, you getting locked up for DV and throwing a lobster at a seafood boil. First of all, I'm not wasting no lobsters. I'm not wasting no lobsters, okay? Um, Yo, you know what's crazy? I got so many like videos of seafood boils in my phone, and I'll be thinking about throwing them up. And I'm like, no, I'm gonna confirm their suspicions that I love seafood boils. And yo, honestly, I've really been trying to eat a lot healthier. Because there's so much sodium in all that spice, but I still low key want to do the Red Lobster review for y'all. I still haven't eaten a seafood boil at Red Lobster just because I know the seafood boil places I like to go to. And I'm like, I don't want to be disappointed. So every time I think about going to do it, I'm like, let's see. Better said, who beefs with his woman? That's a weak boyish. I don't know. I mean, we don't know what they was really beefing about, but she did say he a liar and all this and all that. So it kind of to me sounded like he knew, like he did something maybe out of pocket, and she was reacting off of emotion. That's what it seemed like to me. But yo, I'm gonna tell y'all something. Sometimes these authorities be picking and choosing certain things. So, somebody I'm cool with, but we haven't talked in that long. Uh, she was at. I'ma just say it because y'all gonna know. Matter of fact. Let's say she was at Penn Station, right? Somebody that she was involved with was like coming at her aggressive. And the cops like asked her, they was like, yo, we could take him in right now. We just want you to like basically like say it. And she was like, oh nah, nah, nah. And they didn't end up taking him in. So maybe the difference is that it was at an airport, but it just seems like the exact same situation to me. So I feel like part of it might have just been like it's a high profile situation, you know. They trying to make an example of something. Um Let's see. Better say if you cook, cleanse your meats in vinegar and lemon for health purposes. I think, I mean, okay, I don't, because I know some cultures are different, but everybody I know does that. I do the lemon, though. It's the lemon. Um, just because I have certain thoughts about like the high level of acidity to eat in vinegar, maybe, you know. But yeah, I do the lemon. Better said, cops be picking though for sure. For sure, because I'm like, how was that situation different? Because it was, I mean, that situation was way worse. Um, this same person who said, "Yo, Marilyn, huh? Your story don't even make sense. You literally came on here earlier and said we used to." How am I gonna say scissor? So how would that be possible? Yo, I don't know. I don't think this is a. I don't know who this is. It's some troll. Oh, I should have just blocked. Um. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Better say acid cleanse. I'll do the lemon. That's what works for me. Better say I'm married and I don't argue, period, especially with a woman. There's no one winning. I mean, I could understand arguing with your spouse, but I the arguing with like other women, I get you on that one. I forgot who I was talking to one day, and I said to them, I said, "Yo, there's never gonna be a situation where I'm around and like my brother or my father is gonna be arguing with some random woman. That's not gonna happen." Because like that's, I don't know, I'm pretty traditional in that sort of way. Like, no, you got, talk to me, women's like, we two women, don't put my family member in a situation, because at the end of the day they can't come at you the way you're gonna try to come at them. Because it's just going, the optics is not good. um let's see. Ed said beautiful, thank you. Mike said beautiful, thank you. Better said, I keep her happy and she keeps me happy. It's always about respecting each other. You're absolutely right. You are absolutely right. And it's that, I feel like that goes for any sort of relationship. It's about respecting each other. Um Friendships, even like co-workers, it's always about respecting each other. The minute I think you start to feel like you disrespecting somebody, or somebody starts to feel disrespected by you, I think that's the minute that the deterioration happens, whether you're aware of it or not. Right? Because sometimes people will disrespect you and think you're not catching on to it. Yo, I don't know why people think like this, but human beings all have a certain intuition about them, all. Regardless of how book smart somebody is, or people know when you trying to play with them. They may let you think you won, but trust me, you ain't gonna get away with it. Whether it's through them or just through something else. So you gotta treat everybody with respect. Better say you have to teach people how to talk to you. You know what? Let me ask you a question. I'm gonna ask you a question. I do believe that that's true, especially in this society. But I always said to myself, I don't want to be cool with nobody that I gotta treat how to how that I gotta teach how to treat me. That should automatically be there. Like the whole you gotta teach people how to talk to you. To, to me, that goes for associates. Like that goes for somebody I'm not that cool with, but I gotta work with them, or stuff, something like that. Some people, passers by. But if you're gonna be a fixture in my life, the minute you step out of line, I'm just not gonna speak to you like that. I'm just like that. Like if I have to teach you how to treat me, you shouldn't have the opportunity to treat me no sort of way. Um, Melanin said, "How important do you think compromise and sacrifice is in relationships?" I think that's like the most important thing. I mean, maybe communication's up there with it on the same level. Um, but for sure. For sure. I mean, if you're trying to build a life with another person, you have to compromise some things. There's going to be days you want to go there and they trying to go there. Y'all got to figure out a way. So somebody might have to sacrifice where they was wanting to go. Somebody, y'all both might say, okay, let's not go to neither. Let's meet somewhere in between, you know? Okay, you trying to go to a restaurant, this person trying to go to the club. Okay, let's go to a lounge. Like, just even though that's a silly example, but that's just to simplify it. Um, let's see. Boo Bear said, "Hi, you're so pretty. I love your earrings. Thank you. I love these earrings. Oh my god, I love these earrings. I just feel like they make every outfit like a little more fun." Thank you. When I first got these earrings, I used to wear them all the time, and I don't think you can pick up the detail on the camera, but they're really cool. Like in person, they kind of look like they have a mother of pearl finish in this white part. So yeah. Let's see. What's up, Anubis? I know I'm saying that wrong, but I just can't say it right. I know how to say it right in my head, but I just can't pronounce it. Um, okay, Anubis say if the couple decides what? Yeah, I'm not about to touch that. That's something they're gonna have to decide. You're gonna have to decide. Whoever's gonna have to decide. Melanin said, Miss Fatima, I don't want no seafood today. Fatima, okay, hon, wait a minute. How you know I be talking like that? Wait, have y'all heard me talk like that? Cause I call people hun all the time. Like, and it be like an automatic. Like, um, let's see. Hamilton say you are so beautiful. Thank you. Better say it's all about learning each other's strengths and abilities to want to grow. Sometimes you outgrow interactions with individuals. So for me, I'm easily triggered and I will let you know soon. Wait a minute. I appreciate the honesty. It was just funny. It was just funny when you say I'm these, but you know what? You gotta know yourself. That's the thing. You see, you know that about yourself and you're honest about it. I feel like a lot of people would not admit something like that. And even if they would admit it to themselves, they wouldn't be honest enough with the other person to say, yo, I'm easily triggered. Like, you taking me there right now. Remember I said I know how to pronounce it, like I've heard the word, I just can't pronounce it well. Yo, this has happened to me before. It wasn't about a name. It was about a name of a company. And it was in another language. And they kept trying to make me say it. And I was like, I'm not finna mock your name because I don't know how to pronounce that word. Imagine, why do you want me to force myself to say this word that's in another language? Not you. I'm not talking about you. I'm just saying how I felt during this interview because they kept saying it, and I'm like, yo, but I don't speak that language, so if I said it would sound like I'm mocking you. Um, but okay, I'm gonna try. Okay, I've heard it before, but I'm gonna try to say it. Anobis. I know that's not it. I know that's not it. I know you don't think gotta say nothing. um, how'd you call it? Mellow. Yeah, what's up, Mellow? This is why I asked if the person's still here. This is why I asked if it was Mellow, because somebody else said, where you going? Dressed like that, dumb as my curves. I was like, is this Mellow? Um, hey, talk about it. Let them know, Mellow. Let them know. Smash that like button. See, that's why I didn't want to try to say the name because I knew I wasn't going to get it right. I knew I wasn't going to get it right. Like usually, like if I know, like, okay, if I keep trying, I could say it, I'll try. But if I know I'm really not gonna be able to, I'd rather like say something you find more respectful instead of calling you the wrong thing all the time. Wait, I said it exactly? I said it right? Um, least you didn't say Applebee's. Yo, you know what? I guess because my name, like, there's a variation of my name in so many languages that for me, it's like not a thing. Like, if it's not no different if somebody calls me Fatima, Fatima, Fatima. Like, it's no difference to me because I know it's all the same name. But I know like some people like they name is so specific that I'm like I don't want to mess this up. Um Melanin oh yeah. Oh Lord, let me see. When they be saying they holding messages for review, oh Mellow, they got you. You better stop. YouTube don't play that with these messages. YouTube don't play that when you be writing stuff like this. Okay. So we talked about our girl Sha'Carri. Hopefully they both find peace. Because honestly, I don't think there's any coming back from those types of relationships. I think they just need to go their separate ways. And I know it might be tough to say that because they might feel like, of course, they probably feel a certain sort of affection for each other or whatever. But I don't, I've never seen it go back. Like, I've never seen it where these people went this far with each other and all of a sudden they never did that again. Like, no. Just, yo, move on, find happiness. Um, Mello gonna say YouTube the feds, of course. Um, shoot. Hey, I appreciate you holding me down in the comments, telling people to smash that like. Melanin said, you have a glow, Drake. Need to move on and find happy. Wait a minute. What you mean he needs to move? Oh, from the whole lawsuit situation? Yo, it's sounding, the new stuff I heard about this lawsuit sounding wild. Um, okay, you said your name is Fatima. I'm interested because it's a traditional name in Iran. Yeah, 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 yeah. Um, same route, different country, same route. Okay, but yes, that's my name. My last name is also a very common. It starts with the letter Y. That's what I would say. It's also a very common name, a common cultural name. Uh, wait a minute. Mello said they shaming eaters. I got good taste, literally, Lord. Melanin said his legal team want to know if yes, yeah, yo. First of all, can they give you that sort of can they give you that sort of information? Isn't that an invasion of privacy? Okay, that's beautiful. Yeah, yeah. Um, isn't that an invasion of privacy to tell somebody like something so personal about somebody unless there was like a police report or public documentation? They can't tell you if somebody what somebody got into with their wife. That's wild. First of all, what does that have to do with this loss? I thought he told us, oh, this has nothing to do with Kendrick. That's when he was still trying to do the, oh, nah, it's not an attack against hip hop. This is about the label. Then why would you need to know that? Melanin said Drake keep proving that he not like us, and Kendrick not saying, yo, yo, this was not a good move. This was not a good move. Because you're right. That's why it's an even worse look. Because you're literally proving the lyrics. The whole point, like the whole thing. I mean, look, when I hear certain personalities explain it, oh no, because they did this, he about to get out the contract. I get it. I get it. But sometimes you gotta keep it like that and respect the game. You got what I'm saying? Like, you gotta attack it in a different way. Cause the optics of this looks crazy. It looks crazy. Like, I get it, but at the same time, yo, sometimes you gotta play the game. You gotta win in a different way, you know? Um, wait a Mello said Jim not better than Nas. He says he was talking about something else. First he was talking about numbers, but then he said he wasn't talking about numbers. I highly doubt because when I heard him then I forgot what podcast he was on when he explained further what he was saying. He said that he was talking about like today's influence. I just don't think Nas is even competing nowadays for real. You know, you reach a certain level where you're not competing anymore. Jay-Z is not competing with like younger rappers or rappers from today. Nas isn't competing with nobody. I mean, I think when he does music now, it's for the love of it. You know, maybe in the beginning, come on, he's young from the hood, all that. in the beginning, he was doing it to eat. He was competitive because he had to be. But he's solidified in a spot he's not competing no more. So I don't even think they're. It's like apples and oranges. They like you can't even compare the two. Other than that, they both fruit. You get what I'm saying? Um, let's see. Melanin said this situation is like when somebody get mad get more mad the less they argue. Yeah, because at some point, okay, you talking about the Drake and Kendrick thing. At some point I think Kendrick just felt like you know that book The Art of War, right? And I think one of the law, no, not the, is it the Art of, or 48 Laws of Power, or the Art of War? Is one of the two, where it says like, no, basically it says like, know when you won, like don't keep pushing it, like you gotta know when you have won. I think Kendrick realizes he's won and he's past it now, and it makes him look like he'll be solidified as the victor because it looks like you keep keeping it going in a weird way, and it's like he took his W and moved on. Regardless of whatever happens with this case, it's always gonna look like that. Yo, y'all, y'all, pull up to the subscribers only live. Pull up to the subscribers only live. And I'm gonna tell y'all some stuff, okay? I'm gonna tell y'all some stuff. Oh my god. Okay, please. Cause I'm gonna remember this topic y'all talking about. And we gonna talk about it Saturday at 5. We gonna talk and y'all will understand. But like, why I'm not, Melanin said 49 power. Know when you got stomped out. Yo, but let me ask you that. How could he win in the situation though? Like, what would be the strategy that would mitigate his L? Like, what would be a good strategy in this situation? Now, I think the lawsuit was the worst decision. Because the optics, because you got to understand, right? I think what happens is, okay, you make music for people, right? You make music for a crowd that respects a certain way of moving about things. They made you popular, even though like now everybody messes with him, right? But in the beginning, what, he's a rapper. That's the core, right? Even though like I mean he's a pop star now, just like Nicki. But at their core, they're hip hop artists, right? And that's the crowd that made you who you are today. If you lose that crowd and you lose their support simply because they're the ones who propped you up and made you cool, you'll see a lot start to crumble. you know so the lawsuit was the worst decision. But I feel like this. How could he have mitigated the L? I think he should have done what he did with Pusha T. Not said nothing, took the L in grace, and then said, somebody told him not to respond. Right? And then maybe like in a few tracks here and there, like subliminally address it. Um Let's see. Melanin said, I think the best thing he can do is give up the tough guy beef stuff and make supreme pop music, get awards. He'll never get the streets like Kendrick. It's over. I think you're absolutely right. I don't even get where the tough stuff started, because that's not even how we met him. Yo, there's a difference between someone just liking your music and someone like really like liking or feeling like, yo, this person walked the same path like I walk. Like this person been through the same sort of things. You ever heard, okay, heard that authenticity is like the biggest draw, right? When you're just yourself, when you're authentic, like that's the biggest draw. When the tough talk happens, it may sound good, but that's what it is. It just sound good because we know that's, you know, not necessarily. And I'm not saying that he ain't never been through nothing, because we don't know the in and outs. But if you from the hood, which I'm sure y'all from the hood, y'all know I'm from the hood, like you just kind of look at it like, you know. Um, let's see. Wait, are you in Iran right now? Anobis. Because okay, time here is 10:51. Let's see. Melanin say he can't go back from this. Not only did he go against the culture, he did the suing thing. That's as bad as calling the cops, ain't it? Ain't it? But like I could understand if it was a situation that didn't involve Kendrick at all. But because this lawsuit is centered around Kendrick's track, so it's hard. It's hard to convince us that it's not about losing the beef when you're including him and you're centering him, right? Um, let's see. Can't do it the way that he stands in the, yeah, this is gonna go in the history books for sure. Yo, you know how people think about ether? Like, I mean, come on, it's a whole word of its own now. He ethered him. Like, it's gonna be a thing. Let's see. Okay. Mello said it's 10:50. He probably, Anobis, you be online? You be on the internet? Cause I'm thinking, like, do he, when you said it's 10:50 gang, like, do he understand it's not a real gang reference? Um, but it's AM here. Okay, it's PM here. You reminded me. I'm about to go. Honestly, I'm probably gonna be mindlessly scrolling for a while. Melanin said, not saying he's soft. Dumb black hats gangster to me. But he just proved he move more like them, not us. I mean, but there's nothing wrong with being soft if that's what he is, because come on, I've seen them videos from when he was younger, when he was talking to them, and he was saying, "Oh, they talk like this. They ignorant." He literally said that. I saw the video. He was basically like speaking in slang and calling it ignorant. And Like he's done a lot of stuff like that. That's like, okay, you don't align yourself with this. Music is a business for him, and I get it because it's the music business, right? But then to expose yourself this like much is kind of wild. It's like, honestly, if we let the fraud stuff come back, but I will say though that I like that song. Wait a minute. Because I like when he does the love songs and stuff. With Party Next Door, I like when he does that. Cause it seems like stuff he's been through. That's why I like Drake in the beginning. Cause all the talking about girls, Marvin's Room, like I like that stuff. It felt authentic. There was times when the gangster stuff started happening where I was like, okay, sound good. I may be able to say it in the club, but yeah. Uh, Mello said, follow me on the gram. Mello, I don't know what you be doing with them pages. You gonna have to give me a while on that. Melanin said, beyond ether, cause Jazz, Jay-Z took the L, but never lost respect because he just took the L. That's why I was saying, like, I think Drake should have just took the L. Just take the L. It's okay. You will live to fight another day. Um let's see. The N-word ignorant, he said if Kendrick played that in a song. Yo. And remember the ER incident? The ER? Yo, I bet you Kendrick had all this loaded up that he was gonna do. Um, he made his career on that word. Let's see. Hold on, y'all. Let me. Where is? All right, y'all. Let's see. Wait, I'm innocent and bad, or you saying BT? Okay, I can't even. Okay, Andre. Hey, what's up, Andre? Say I can't even listen to Drake the same anymore. I think he's a culture vulture. You didn't think that before, or is it that like it didn't matter because the music sounded good? I mean, I never thought he was from the hood or nothing. Just because I used to watch Degrassi, so I was just I I like the girl music that he was making. He was putting us on. Come on, when we was younger and listening to Drake, he was putting us on to all the entertainers. Y'all know the type of entertainers he was letting us know was out there. I know I was too young to know about those sorts of entertainers. Oh Lord. Um, it's free on YB. What you mean? Ex- nah, I don't even want him smashing no like button. He weird. Like, come on, why would you come in here and write this? Um, Contrary to what people may be used to, I'm not one of those women that needs validation from dudes writing stuff like that. Like, it's weird. Like, yo, tonight has been a night. I did not know there was YouTube weirdos. Yo, but I'm gonna tell y'all something. Do y'all go on Facebook? Yo, if you're a creator of any sort, I highly recommend it. I highly recommend it because Facebook is like really looking out for creators right now. I know, y'all, because I used to think the same thing. I just started back on Facebook like 2 weeks ago, because I used to think they was whack too. But I'm telling you, I am telling you, like, Facebook is looking out for creators. Um, oh, I already did that. You know I did that. All right, y'all. It's about to be that time. I'm feeling sleepy. But thank y'all for showing up for your girl. Thank you. Thank you. Listen, I don't know if I would say lit, but it's getting there. It's getting there. Like, of course, I guess some people's Facebook lives do be lit, I guess. But like for creators, like Facebook, Facebook got a little bag for creators. So if y'all do anything creative, you might want to check that out. Oh Lord. They said see, Mello, you better watch out before YouTube block you or something. They blocking your comments. Yeah, I see. Okay, the thing with Bigo, I never been on there, but from what I be seeing, it be a whole bunch of like, I don't know how to like politically correct describe some of the drama. It be like weird drama where people are acting immature and like they don't have decorum by themselves. You know what I mean, but I'm not gonna say certain words because I'm against like the use of certain words to describe negative behaviors. But yeah. Um but yeah. Yeah, exactly. It'd be a bunch of BS. It'd be a bunch of BS and drama. Yo, and I only notice because on YouTube they be like telling all these storylines, right? I don't know if y'all remember these girls. I talked about them like a little bit one time. There was a girl that was she was a little delayed mentally, and there was another woman who, I don't know what they was doing with each other, if they was just friends or what was going on, but the one that wasn't mentally delayed was pretty much abusive to the mentally delayed one, forcing her to eat food out of a toilet, forcing her to eat like I think it was dog food. It was, and this was happening on Bigo. So that's how I know some of the weird stuff yo. Melanin said pray for people. That's some of the weird stuff that was going on. Um There's a woman using the Down syndrome filter for views. Why is there even a Down syndrome filter? Wild. Yeah, yo, I'm telling you, like, it's just a whole bunch of drama from what I see. That's why I don't even want to put my energy into. First of all, there's another reason I don't want to ever go on there. So back in the day when I was on Live Me. This is when I first started broadcasting. I had built a nice little following on there. Bigo was just coming out. They started using my profile picture on Live Me to say that I was on Bigo. And yo, everybody that I was cool with started sending me the screenshots. They was like, yo, I hope you getting a bag for this. But I looked into it because I'm like, I do deserve a bag for this. But they was based in another country, so it would have been weird. Like you would have to sue them in that country. It was a whole thing. So I was like, whatever, I'll take it as promo for me. But yo, you remember that? Yeah. So that's why I always told myself I will never go on that site. Cause I'm like, why couldn't y'all just ask me to use my picture? Yo, they was even advertising on Facebook, like weirdos for real. um, yo, like everybody was sending me that, like, yo, what is this? You on here? I'm like, I do broadcast, not on there though. Um, yeah. Oh Lord, see, yo, we hit an hour. We hit an hour. First of all, before we go, I want to thank y'all, cause I don't know. Like the other day, I was still like feeling, and then I was like, the fact that we made it to an hour and it didn't feel like it for me, cause we just shooting the ish, like, and y'all showed up for me today. Thank you. Yeah, y'all know I'm a little crybaby. Don't get me to. Uh, uh, Melanin said, I hope you have a peaceful sleep, Fatima. I shall. I hope y'all do too. Hey, Melanin, Mellow, Dree. I think Dreezy was in here. That's Andrea, I believe. Um, who else was in here? I don't want to. Everybody that's in here or was in here, I appreciate y'all. We ain't been getting to this girl, but you know what? We'll let her rock. We'll let her rock. But thank y'all. Andre said this Drizzy. Oh my God! See, I'm not even okay. Drizzy, Melanin, Mellow, and everybody else who showed up. I appreciate y'all. And I will see y'all Saturday, 5 p.m. Subscribers only live. Have a great one, y'all. Good night. Stay safe and stay blessed.